What's up, guys? It is April 28th, a beautiful market day today. Hope everyone is doing well today. Man, I did not get enough sleep last night, man. I did not get enough sleep last night, guys. Not even close to enough. Oh man, after this stream, I'm gonna have to go sleep. What's up, Marksman? What's up, Jay? What's up, Dan? What's up, Jeremy? What's up, Charles, Emmanuel, Addicted, Chaz, and Antonis? What's up, guys? Good morning. Hope y'all are doing well. I know I'm probably too low relative to the music, but what's the music like, guys? Is the volume okay? It should be okay, actually, now that I'm looking at it. It's just about right. Maybe lower it a little bit, but that should be pretty close to on point for that. I don't know though, but let me know if that works. It should be good, I think, right? We should be alright with that. But maybe I'm wrong, man. What's up, team? Alright, guys. What's up, Mohammed? What's up, dude? Good morning, brother. Alright guys, let me see. So we got, let me take a look here. Yesterday was like a $600 day. It was like a $600 day, guys. Whoa. I even named it Too Big of a Risk. Let me find it. No, I recorded it. Do you think I would still be able to use your discount link even if I lost my account before? I'm planning to get it in 2 weeks from now. Yeah, you should be able to, as long as you haven't done it over twice. You know, like they're gonna restrict you if you've done it more than 2 times, I think. What's up, Lil Gaines? What's up, Bruce Shuffle? Andy? Good? All right, cool. Well, here's me making the money, but where's the beginning of it? It was a VWAP projection on MU. Like, here's the video of it if you guys want to see it. You see me? I guess I didn't. Oh yeah, I forgot to film this one. It's not that I forgot to film it. I thought I was filming it, but I had stopped it. Like, look. That's it right here. I mean, there's the trade of it, but I think I took too much risk. Like I said, I gotta break 5K in profit before a year's up. And so, alright guys, so we can take a look at some stocks here. TROV gapping up from 107 to 150, went all the way as high as 205. But yeah, it was like a $670 day or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, look at TROV. It's a penny stock. I'll go ahead and look up the catalyst for all you penny stock lovers in here. We'll see what we get. This is Trovagene. Let me turn the music down. Honestly, the music's too loud. I didn't get enough sleep last night. You know when you wake up, and you're just like, damn, I didn't get enough sleep last night, man. Like, you can just feel it in your bones that it's like you're just not 100%. You know, I'm sure my IQ has dropped at least 10 to 15 points from the lack of sleep that I've gotten overnight. At least 10 to 15 points, you know. I mean, of course, my IQ's up there in the 1 billions, but, you know, I'm still not really necessarily happy with not having as much sleep as I should. But yeah, we got Trovagene. They're doing an ongoing phase 1 and 2B trial, and with Trovagene, they are a clinical stage oncology therapeutic company, and they're developing drugs to treat cancers with the greatest medical need for new treatment options, including colorectal cancer, prostate cancer, leukemia, and today they announced new positive results from their ongoing phase 1 and 2B clinical trial for onvansertib in combination with FOLFIRI and Avastin for the second-line treatment of patients. Man, am I spilling my coffee? Was there a leak in my coffee? What's going on here? With cross-mutated metastatic colorectal cancer, which is MCRC. The data was featured in a virtual oral presentation delivered by Dr. Afsani Barzi at the American Association for Cancer Research conference on Monday, April 27th. Positive. I'll boil this down to one statement here. Positive phase 2 and positive phase 1 and 2B clinical trials results. That's all it is. And so we'll see what happens with TROV. It's not really in my wheelhouse though. We got RTRX, we got SDC, which is Smile Direct Club, and this one's really popping off. I guess this one's going to be doing better now that this is going on, right? For SDC, they said, quote, they are going to grant patients for Smile Shop retail concept and treatment process as shops plan to reopen. And today they announced that they have been issued a patent for their Smile Shop intellectual property from the U.S. Patent and Trademark Office. So they did receive and get approved, I guess, for a patent for SDC. They are gapping up from 539 to 727. I can't help but think there's more to this than that. They put out another release that said they are making plans to slowly reopen their Smile Shops beginning in May. So I guess that news is positive. We'll see what happens. We got RTIX, we got QTNT here, which is gapping up some. DCPH, no volume with that one. We got KB, which is a real estate stock if I remember correctly. SNDX. A lot of this is just no volume. Overall, we got ERI, IMAX, BLMN. Mostly bio drugs, unfortunately, today, except for this one. FFIB. I don't see any real news release for this one, honestly. They were maintained a buy rating. That's one of the releases that came out, is that they were maintaining a buy rating. What's up, Chris? What's up, Dan? What's up, Wes? Eunice, Sky, BWEN. Yeah, we'll take a look at that one. 1 second. I'm not seeing any catalyst for this one for FFIB. What is this? Alright, so they posted they posted second quarter results that were above street expectations for FFIB. That's what this was. Then he said BWEN. Yeah, penny stock, not really my style, but gapping up from 139 to 225, so a really big percentage gap up here. It looks like it's gapping up about 80%. I can look up the news release for this one as well. And then we have the overall market news I can take a look at. So they won a $19 million wind tower order contract for BWEN. So they had a big, almost $20 million order that came in for BWEN, which is Broadwind Energy. And so we'll see what happens with them as well. What's up, Dan? But yeah, that's what's going on. They had a big, like, almost $20,000 order. We can look at the overall market itself here today, and that is up again. So we're at the 290s, which is the highest we've been in a long, long time. So good for the market, man. The market is now up to here. Man, which is the highest we've been since March. Early March. So we have bounced back some effectively. And we are up to 291s now, really, in the market. So the market's doing good, guys. I'm going to go ahead and read the ETF preview a little bit early today, but I'm just going to go ahead and start getting into this. Yeah, I think if we're bouncing back at least some, regardless of what anybody says, we already have bounced back some. You know, like, people, it's never going to be the perfect time to get in. You know what I mean? But, like, if you look at the SPY itself, we've retraced over 50% at this point from the lows, right? The lows are down here at 218.20s. We're at 287s. So, yeah, so we've retraced, we're not up 50% from the all-time, like, the SPY itself is not up 50%, but we are up 50% from these lows. Right, and you can see what I mean by that. This is the pullback, and we bounced back over 50%. You know, and so the SPY is back some, and regardless of what anybody says, we already have bounced back over 50% from the lows. And so with that, good for the market, man. I'm glad we did. But yeah, we're up to 291s now. I'm going to go ahead and quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, and it says, quote, "Stock futures were on track to trade higher on reports. Some states in the U.S. have reopened their economies, and Georgia went ahead and allowed some businesses to reopen as well, while some states are still drawing up new guidelines that would be implemented when the new normal law starts. Countries such as New Zealand have also reopened business, while Italy is in the process of reopening after a month-long lockdown amid the coronavirus pandemic. The reopening of these economies extended the upward momentum of financial markets, spurred on Monday by the Bank of Japan's announcement of additional measures, including purchasing more bonds to stimulate the economy amid the risks posed by the coronavirus pandemic. Investors are also looking ahead to a slew of economic data releases starting at 8:30 a.m. Eastern. On the U.S., international trade in goods is expected to show a deficit of $55 billion for March, compared with the prior deficit of $59.9 billion. Advanced data on wholesale inventories are projected to decline 0.5% in March, compared with the decline of 0.5% in the previous month. Advanced data on wholesale retail will also be out at the same time. The prior change was a decline of 0.3%. At 9 a.m., the S&P CoreLogic Case-Shiller Home Price Index for February will be out, and expectations are for a month-on-month change of 0.4% compared with 0.3% in the prior months. At 10 a.m. Eastern, the Conference Board will release the results of its survey of consumer confidence, and estimates are for an April reading of 90, compared with the previous level of 120. Also out at this time is the survey tracking business conditions in the Richmond's Fed manufacturing sector for April, and the anticipated reading is for minus 38, compared with the prior level of 0.2. And so that is the market news. We can go ahead and look into commodities really quick. And again, the market is up big. Crude is up. Crude is down another 14% here, guys. We can look at the U.S. oil fund, which is down over 2.5%. Natural gas is up 2.7%. We can look at like GAZ or like UGAZ specifically and see natural gas is up. UNG is up 3.5%. So we got oil down over 13%, over 14%, and then we have natural gas up almost 3%. And then we have gold, which is just 0.3% higher, and the Spider Gold Trust is down 0.5%. Silver is up 1.4%. The iShares Silver Trust is down 0.5%. So precious metals are basically break even. They haven't done too much today, but oil is still diving this morning in the market. We are down over 14% in the oil market, which is interesting considering the market itself is pushing up again. Interesting dynamic. Sorry, I'm catching up in the chat. Music is loud? Is that better? That should be noticeably better. Let me know. I can't really hear the music anymore, though. What do you think about TD Ameritrade? TD Ameritrade is one of the single best platforms for new traders to learn with. You like the music? Is it too low now? Can you hear it still? We should be good. I checked it. Oh man, you guys can't see my charts. Who knew, man? My bad. That's my fault. I'm slacking today. Man, now you can see my charts. Man, I messed up. You guys couldn't see my charts. Okay, yell at me, guys. You know, tell me I'm dumb. Is the music too low now? Alright guys, but yeah, the market is up. We are at roughly 291 right now. And like I said, no matter what anybody says, no matter what anybody's going to say, people are so biased towards their own positions in the market, right? People are so biased towards their own positions in the market that some people don't look at it objectively, right? And what we have here, guys, is the market rebounding. The market has been rebounding. I don't care what anybody says. They could say, oh, we don't know what it's there's still a lot of unknowns. We don't know what the market is doing. I just think it's a small pullback. You know, whatever they want to say, right? You look at the daily chart, you know, we've been bouncing for the last month. And over a month, we've been bouncing. And so no matter what anybody wants to say, market's been bouncing for the last month at least. And so, you know, it is what it is. Is there still some opportunity to get in? Maybe. You know, maybe not though. Maybe we're just going to consolidate and just go up and down here. Maybe we're just going to come back down to the lows. We could, you know. But again, I mean, we've been bouncing since March 18th, right? The lows this day were put in on March 19th actually. And so with that, we've moved up a huge percentage of the time in the last month and 10 days. Hey, I appreciate the sub, Roddy. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Welcome. But yeah, this is the market. We'll see what we get today. Should be a fun and interesting day, I would think. Hopefully. I mean, I hope so. Alright, so basically, you got somebody in here talking smack about Robinhood, and I understand why. Listen, no broker's perfect, right? But when you go back and you look at Robinhood, like, their history is a little spotty, man. And what I mean by spotty is that there have been days where all of your funds have just been untouchable in Robinhood, right? So, like, if you're using Robinhood for any type of, like, volatile trading, it's going to be a little bit harder in my opinion because their server goes down more than average. That is probably what he's trying to say. Their servers go down, and so say you have a very risky position, or even worse, say you have an options trade that is expiring on a specific date, right? You got an options trade that is expiring on a specific date, and that date is the day their servers go down. You think Robinhood's going to pay for all of your losses? I doubt they will. Like I said, please don't sue me, Robinhood. I don't think suing people just because they speak the truth is a good idea. I think that's one way to have terrible publicity. But again, with Robinhood, I have noticed, and I have used them where their servers are just down for 2 days, right? And again, especially if you're trading options, it's a little sketchy in my opinion, you know. Again, no broker's perfect, to give them their credit. They started the whole zero commission game, you know. So I'm not hating on them. But, yeah. Well, I mean, if you, I deposited $20 in a Thinkorswim like 3 years ago, and I'm still using all of their services. I don't actually use Thinkorswim to trade with, though. I just use them for charts. I can play Tetris, I can play Minesweeper, I can watch TV, I can see free Benzinga Squawk news releases, and it's the best resource ever. I can paper trade for free. I can do on-demand trading on the weekends and go back and retrade any market day. And like I said, I deposited like $20 3 years ago, and I still have this account. And so, you know, I like their charting. Yeah, Weeble's legit. Yeah, well, it just depends. I would say if you're not day trading or you're not using options. Yeah, you can make money through Robinhood. Like I said, I'm not hating on them. I'm just telling you my experience, which is that their servers have been down a ton. And like, if their servers are down, traders aren't going to be able to get out of their option positions, and options are going to expire worthless. And it's going to be because their servers were down. And I don't know, maybe they got it fixed. Like I said, I really don't know. Please don't sue me, Robinhood, because I heard they've been sending people cease and desist letters for criticizing them, which is absolutely ridiculous strategy. I don't know who came up with that, but that's a terrible strategy. Yeah, see, Sandy says, bro, stay away from Robinhood for day trades. I couldn't get out of a position for 2 days and I lost $2,000. They offered me a $75 refund. Yeah. Yep. And that's what I've heard. You know, it is what it is. But what's up, guys? Market's up today. What are we doing today, guys? How are we going to do today? We're going to have a green day? Yeah, I mean, 100%. I agree. I mean, it's tough. Yeah, no worries, Alex. Yeah, do your thing, man. Like I said, I'm not mad at you, dude. Like do your thing, man. You know, like I said, no broker's perfect. And so, they're always, listen, and to be fair here, and I'm going to be completely fair, as fair as I can be. Every broker I have ever used has been down at least at some point during the time I've used them, right? Every single one, whether it be Robinhood, Thinkorswim, Tefs, Ustock SureTrader, all of the platforms I've ever used have been down for certain points of time as I've used them. And that is just part of it. If you think Robinhood's the only ones that only one that has server issues sometimes, they all do. You know, just to be fair. But Robinhood seemed to be a little bit longer than most people's. Well, what happened to my music, man? Why did my music die? Weird. Are my headphones still on? I should be. Yeah. Sorry guys, I don't know what happened with my music. My music just died, and I know that happened before, and it like made it really loud on people, so I'm just gonna make it not happen again. What's been your biggest mistake when trading options? I mean, I suck at trading options, man. I've traded them before and I've had some success, but I don't know enough about them. Like I would get frustrated trading options because I would buy an option and then I would be in the money, but I would still be losing because of like time decay and all this different stuff. And so like, I would just get frustrated and be like, what the heck? So even on my winning trades, I would probably hold them too long. At the same time, though, I would always trade with like a $200 option account and buy really cheap options. And so if you really think about it, if you're spending $10 on an option and you're up 20, or if you're spending $10 on an option and you're profiting $10, I mean, you're up 100% on that option. You know, you're up exactly what you paid for in that option. And so that's not a bad win. And I think because I was trading so small, I would wait for much, much larger wins. And so I would miss out on my chances to make money because I would wait for too large of profits, is what I think my problem was with options. And that's trying to be as objective as I can with it. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I just suck at options, which is plausible, you know. Yeah, Robinhood killed my music. Yeah. It did it again, man. It did it again. What happened? My music just died. Weird. Does anybody see that? Like, my music just died all of a sudden, man. Hold on. Man, I had myself muted, man. Maybe it is. Maybe it's Robinhood getting their revenge on me. But yeah, DCPH is gapping up with a little bit too low a volume for me. There's just not enough volume here to really accompany it, and I just don't like it as much because of that. One that I am watching is BBBY here, though. Damn. There we go. BBBY gapping up and now taking a big dive. Retail stocks probably were having some optimistic sentiment because people were talking about reopening the economy. And so maybe these might be volatile today. I'll definitely be watching stocks like this. They're hacking my system? They might be, bro. I wonder where my account's at. Like I said, I had to be up like $600 gross yesterday. Probably at least $400 net. Yeah, look, I'm in the 243s, guys. Check it out. Look at that. I'm $3,191 in profit. I'll take that. You see that? I'm like a weatherman. You see the profit all right here? You know, this profit all right here? You see that? That's my profit. Haha. I broke $3,000 in profit. But like I said, I got to break 5K in profit in the next like 2 months, I think. And so, I'll get there. You know, I gotta hit like $1,800 in the next 2 months, which I think is fine. That gives me $900 a month. I think I could probably manage that. But that's why you've also seen me scale up. Maybe Joe. But what's up, guys? You know what sucked though? Like, I've been trading AMD and MU, and these have just been garbage lately, man. These have been terrible. Look at this volume yesterday, man. Look at AMD and MU, just boring, man. I mean, honestly, it wasn't that bad after this, which is when I actually traded it. I traded it right here. Like, I made that big gain right here. But man, like, it was garbage the whole first hour, you know. And I think I took too much risk. I have to if I want to bring my account up. Yeah, for sure. I'm happy with it though, you know. I want to get $400 profit a day. Well, you need to first make like $40 profit a day first, right? Don't just try to jump to $400 in profit. You're going to end up losing way more than that. And so, again, think about it like that, right? Like, if you want to make $500 a day, you need to first try to make 50 bucks a day, right? You can make 50 bucks a day. You can eventually scale up to 500, but the big thing is that you need to be consistent enough to make $50 a day. And if you can't, you're not ready yet. You want to just take it slow. That's a good way to look at it. INO is not shortable? Nah, we can short it on TEFs for me. I can short this one. I'm pretty sure I can. Yeah, I can trade it and short it. Anytime there's a Y in TEFs, that means you can do anything. You can trade it or short it. You can go long or short. It's one of the benefits. TK. Yeah, this one's gapping up. The volume's not really there. I could look at the catalyst, but the volume's not quite there. Energy stock. This is the TK group, and they announced the availability of annual reports. I'm not seeing any catalyst. Product carriers hit record highs for this company, for TK. I'm not seeing any new Six Flags proceeds. No, I'm not seeing any catalyst for Six Flags. It might just be because they're planning on opening up the economy, and so like places like Six Flags are going to benefit from the economy opening up, obviously, because they're one of the places they're not online at all. Flex says he speaks Spanish as well. No sé mucho porque aprendo en mi escuela. But yeah, we got TK up. We'll see what happens with that one as well. I might watch Uber though, because I think they're gonna be benefiting from the economy opening back up. Like I might watch Uber, Lyft, because again they're gonna be up because the economy's up. Nvidia as well has been a little bit more volatile than some of these other ones, and so I might watch Nvidia too here, but it just depends. It's a much more expensive stock, certainly. Yeah, no, I learned Spanish 10 years ago in high school, you know, and I don't know much at all. And I got a C in Spanish. I remember that. I got a C in Spanish. What dude, see, I click. Man, that's weird. I'm gonna have to open it up in a different window, guys. I gotta open this here. Because keeping it, like doing it in Google Chrome for some reason is just screwing up. And so I'm gonna have to open it up in a different window because the music keeps just cutting out. That way I just don't have to mess with it. I know it's gonna be loud, hold on. There we go. That should be noticeably better. Sorry if that was loud, guys. I'm sure that was. See, did it just drop? How, man? I just saw it drop. See? Is somebody messing with me? Does somebody like have a control of my computer here? Weird, man. You see that? Somebody's messing with my computer here. Weird. Alright. I guess I'm just gonna... I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna still use this music. I'm gonna log out of everything. And then put Chrome back up, I guess. But it's just weird. Something's up with my computer. Hey, thanks, man. Thanks, Summed Up. Thank you, bro. I mean, what I could do, guys, if this keeps screwing up, is I could just download the playlist myself and just play it from my downloaded thing. It's either that or maybe it's Epidemic Sounds is screwing up, but who knows. It's going to be loud, so give me a break here when I play it. Here I'm... Alright. We'll see if that works now, but man, something keeps messing with it. See, look, every time I minimize something, it does that. Weird. It looks like it's... It looks like it's like getting affected by me minimizing OBS. Somehow. Weird. Well, no, it's not remote access. What it is, though, is that every time I minimize or open up a window on my browser, on both browsers, it goes down automatically, right? So it's probably more so something to do with like a setting I have on my mouse is what I'm assuming it is, that causes it to, when I do that, to automatically like turn it down. That's what I'm probably assuming it is because it's consistent. And so if it was remote access, they wouldn't be, it wouldn't do it every time I did like a very specific thing, right? Because they wouldn't know exactly when I do it. unless they wrote like a JavaScript program that says like on mouse over or something like that. But that's probably more so programming with the Epidemic Sounds website I'm using. At least that's my logic. Yeah, Robinhood's doing it. Robinhood has been, or OBS, yeah, for sure. That's probably what it is too. A little bit of OBS problems. Alright, but yeah, we got some movement here. Market looks interesting. Oh, DVAX, I might watch it. I don't think I can trade this one, but it looks actually pretty solid. Gapping up from 389 to 425. And it is tradable. So this is a stock under $5 that is tradable for us. Really good volume, and I can actually trade this one for DVAX. Maybe I'll try to get some penny stock scalp action in here. That'd be fun. See, exactly when I clicked on Epidemic Sounds, it did it. And so it's like as soon as I click over to change the song, it does it. And so let me try putting my music on the different window. I'm gonna put it over here now, and then see if that does the same thing. It's weird. Because I can always get it back. Like, I can always just do this, and it's back, you know? But it's just strange how it's acting. See, there it's back. And I'm just going to leave it up on this window so I don't have to keep messing with it. There we go. And that should be fine. Let me know what the volume's like here, because that way I can just leave it alone. See, it's when I minimize OBS is what it is. That's what it is. It's when I minimize OBS. For some reason. That is exactly what it is. If I minimize OBS, that's when it does it. Weird, man. So I'm going to have to, instead of minimizing OBS, I'm going to have to turn, what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put OBS down like this, and then I'm going to have to start the music, and then that way I won't have to minimize it. But it kind of sucks because it makes it so I can't keep as close of a track on OBS as I really want it to. Unfortunately. And that should be fine. PLSE. Alright, guys. PLSE is up. Like I said, I'm going to be watching DVAX and NVAX because both of these are tradable for me. They're both under $20, and so they're cheap stocks, and maybe I'll get some momentum with them. I'm going to pull these up for sure. Volume is good. What level 2 scanner do I use? I don't use a level 2 scanner per se. This left side is Trade Ideas scanners, and so that's what I use is Trade Ideas. They're pretty legit scanners. Let me open up Discord so we can at least get mentioned here. There it is. We got Mitch in here, and Mitch's volume should be okay. Yo, what's up, man? Let me know what the volume is like for Mitch, for both of us, guys. Sorry, I'm having music difficulties today.
Just one of those days, man. Just one of those days.
For a little while, I thought somebody hacked into my computer with a remote access tool, but apparently not.
You get paranoid like that too?
Well, no, something was turning my volume down, but I noticed it was every time I did a certain action on my screen, and so it's probably something more so with either my settings on Epidemic Sounds or I think it's actually OBS, whatever it is, you know. Level 2 scanners, I mean, yeah, Thinkorswim is okay. I don't use Thinkorswim for my actual platform, though. But yeah, man, markets are big, bro. Again.
Yeah, man. Yeah, dude. I've gone away from being an investor, so I'm done caring for it.
Yeah. Why, bro? You got out of it already?
Nah, man, it's just we missed the bottom, man.
Yeah.
We missed it.
That's what I'm saying. Bottom was 4 weeks ago. You know.
I mean, in my eyes, it never should have been the bottom, but in this market where it's just there's no logical sense to the market anymore, guys. So what you need to learn is that if you're trying to think of logical moves, that doesn't exist in the market. So what you need to just pay attention to more of is psychology. Learning more and more, the market just moves on psychology. It doesn't care about earnings. It doesn't care about what's right. It doesn't care if people are dying. It doesn't care if there's negative news. When the Feds just pump it, it doesn't matter. So you just have to think about it. This market's just driven by fear, and that's what's going to continue driving it.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not logical for stocks to be up here with the earnings that are coming out.
Well, I mean, I think the reason we're up is because they're talking about reopening the economy. And so with that, Italy's doing the same thing. A lot of countries came out and said they're going to start working on reopening the economy. And I just think that is causing enough bullish sentiment to just push everything up regardless of earnings. Just because we were down so much already from the lockdown in general. At least that's my take on it. But I think that's probably what we're getting, is that, and that's what the news releases are showing, is that people are showing positive sentiment because people are talking about reopening everything up.
I think a lot of shorts got caught in the 285s, pushed it up there to the 290s. A lot of people were short sentiment last week in the 280s, even hedge funds. So it doesn't really make sense for it to be above those levels where hedge funds and institutionals were trying to short. So what ended up happening is they just got the squeeze put on them now. So with the squeeze put on them and momentum heading in the upside direction, you could see this get all the way up to 313.
Yeah, for sure. I think that we could see that too. We're at 290s now. Not too much of a big jump up there. And I mean, like I was looking at it earlier. If we look at where the lows were, we're up over 50% from the lows specifically. So
way past that.
Yeah.
Wait. 50% was when we got stuck in the 280s, and we were stuck there for like 2 weeks, and then we blew through that 50% retracement.
Yeah, for sure. And so it's an interesting thing. You know, we'll see what happens when we start to get over 302s, 300s. That'll be an interesting level if we hit that soon.
Yeah, it just goes to show you, I've always tried to make some logical sense to the market, and a lot of the times when you try to do that, you're gonna find it doesn't run with it. So just gotta go more based off of charting. Charting had us hitting lows and hitting supports long term. I think that's what you gotta look at more when you're looking at long term. I like going strictly off the technicals. You don't have to even. Sometimes the fundamentals don't matter. Fundamentals don't give you pricing. That's what I've learned, at least. They give you story, like, oh, well, the company's doing well, but they don't give you a pricing. Because if you look strictly at fundamentals, this would be knocking stocks down. So fundamentally wise, stocks are down, but they're up because of sentiment just in further earnings in a year from now or something like that. And when you're pricing in a year from now, there's so much uncertainty there that you can't really go off the fundamentals. You just have to go based off the stories.
Yeah, for sure.
There's stories that are hot. One story that I would take a look at is there's one stock that I mentioned. Hold on, let me see if I can find it again. It's this I think it's KDP. Yeah, KDP, Keurig Dr. Pepper. This stock is starting to do a daily breakout, and I think this one's gonna do Kroger, Costco kind of move. Might break the highs. I think this one's heading up towards 34s. And had really good earnings, and I think all this kind of lockdown brought great attention back to these products. They have a lot of products under this stock, Keurig and Dr. Pepper. So I could see them with the good earnings, probably ripping on up here at least to the 30 level. But I even think this stock will end up being at 34 in a week or two. So I'll be keeping an eye on this one, KDP. It's a smaller volume traded stock, but if we can get a boost through the resistance today, through 29, definitely make a move up.
Yeah, for sure. That one's interesting.
You got SDC that's interesting today. I like that one too. I'm a really bear in this stock, but I think this stock is going up right now. It's getting the squeeze put on all the shorts. This is a relatively newer IPO stock. It IPO'd, I believe, in August of last year, so relatively newer stock. Starting to get the squeeze put on here through the sixes. I would look for a pullback, maybe to 650, maybe into the 617 area, but I think this one eventually will start squeezing on up and kind of closing off this shadow area up to that $8. So SDC on the move. And the last one I'll bring up here is IBO. Not necessarily a stock that I can trade, but for you penny stock traders, definitely keep an eye out on this one. I saw it bouncing up, shooting up there. It rose 40% in pre-market trading after the company provided an update in COVID-19 vaccine manufacturing capacity. So this one has roughly 500 million doses that it can create. So essentially they just kind of, that first spike that you saw here was COVID actually happening. And that was, okay, well, we're gonna have some business potential. And now they're confirming the amount that they can actually make. So you should see kind of the true investors start coming in here as they have actually value. That 500 million, they start calculating, okay, how much do you think they're going to go for? How much value is going to come into the stock? So I think you could see the stock at least maybe shoot up towards the $2 area. It has a resistance all the way up there, $3, $3.25, $3.50. I'm not sure it's going to get all the way up there, but I definitely could see a little boost up there to the $2 area if you guys are watching this one for you penny stock traders.
Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to edit the music. Let me know how that is. Somebody asked to turn it down a little bit.
You're good, man. So other than this, big moves yesterday. A lot of stocks made big moves up. Maxar in the space sector, they definitely started making some boost up. We'll see if they continue on their way. Stocks that really been hit, maybe you could start seeing turn around. But today, again, financials leading and real estate leading. So the REITs and the financials.
Sorry guys, I had to turn the music down. I'm gonna just start it at the. I'm gonna start the music here. It's gonna be kind of loud for a second. And I'm gonna try to leave it here and then not mess with it if I can.
All right, guys. American Airlines and JetBlue announcing that you will be required face mask on their flights now.
Interesting.
I think it's a smart move. I think it's going to be a move that scares a couple people when you're flying, but to tell you the truth, I really would not want to get on a flight and then hear the guy next to me coughing up a lung and he doesn't have a mask on. So that would really upset me. So I think this is going to actually save some people from getting upset with other customers, other passengers, or even, let's say, your flight attendant starts coughing, you know? So this is going to save a lot of people in their worry. I think it'll first create a little bit of fear, but in the long run, we want to feel safe. This is probably the best way to feel safe, is just to at least know that if someone's going to cough, they're not just going to cough all over you.
Here we go. Good. All right. Nice, Michael. Yeah, for sure though. I think it's a necessary rule. I think that masks more than anything though keep you from touching your face, and that's the big benefit. I think that gloves is actually counterproductive to what we want, because people wear the same gloves and everywhere, and so gloves just spread germs like crazy. And I think masks, more than anything, have been proven, unless you have like a super tight sealed one, which I don't even know how many of those are available, they just basically keep you from touching your nose and your face as much. They need to require testing in airports to make sure. Yeah, for sure. It's I think they have to up their testing game if they're going to plan to do that, I think.
Cole's news just getting hit. Definitely going to be kind of a new kind of standard. I think you really might start seeing these kind of big boxes that we've been talking about, that they're bears for real. We really might start seeing these kind of close up. You might see Macy's get bankruptcy protection. You see Macy's get bankruptcy protection. Start watching these other ones. They're going to start dropping like cakes. I think these are going to be the hardest.
Sorry.
No, it's going to be normal. I definitely wouldn't want to be in retail.
Alright guys, there's the bell. We'll see what we get today. Should be a fun day. Let's see. Let me fix OBS here.
I can tell you right out the gates, Square with a big move up. Man, your computer sounds like a rocket.
Mine? I don't think it's
Yeah,
making too much noise. I can't hear it. It might be my headphones. My headphones are loud.
They pick them up.
Yeah. Alright, there we go. Let's see.
A huge flag on Square, starting to get pushed up above the major resistance, which is at 64.95.
Alright, market popping up a little bit. It's at 291.30s here. Remember guys, hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday morning right here on YouTube. So if you appreciate that, hit the subscribe button. MU, just huge rip this morning. Nvidia breaking lows here. The SPY itself is at 291.12. We'll see if it finds support at the whole dollar, and if not, maybe I'll get into some shorts. It just depends. DraftKings breaking under the previous closing price.
Hertz dropping like a cake. That thing just flips. Nvidia's been strong for a while. I might look for a fade on that one.
AMD pulling back to the VWAP a little bit. It's a big pullback, and it looks like it's going to squeeze up too fast there. Maybe I'll get in on a long if it breaks highs here. We'll see. Market's pulling down though, so maybe not actually. Uber might break lows here with it.
All right. Trying to do a red to green move here in the VIX, risking off the 36.96 here.
Yeah, I just got in 100 shares of AMD. I'm gonna try to take profits pretty quick too. There's 29s.
Saw the SPY moving down here at the open, so I thought about the VIX just jumping up here. That's why I took it.
I'm gonna let it test this level. It's such a small position right now, though. Big squeeze down on AMD just to fake out red to green move. Less than $20 down. Let me put mid chat. Put your window up so we can see it.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I kept that one small. I had a big profit day yesterday, so we'll see what we get from all of it. But I still got to take some swings, get my feet wet, and then start swinging.
All right, guys, just added a little bit. Now got to hold towards 37.
Looks like AMD was just faking people out on the downside.
Right now we're going through the 20s here, and then we're going to sell a little bit as it breaks out through the 20s. Pulled back right there. Looked like it was about to get above it. 20s right here. There you go, up there to the 20s.
Market breaking lows.
This should be good for me.
Yesterday I made about 600 and something. Kinney, about 600. Probably after commissions, about 5, I would say. Maybe, you know. I mean, my account grew about at least 400 and something, I can see, in net.
Alright guys, this is coming back on me. Gotta be careful here.
I don't know if IBO's a buy.
Alright, a squeeze through 20 is what we want to see through here now. There you go, good push. Alright guys, gotta hold break even on the rest now. Alright, it's looking good here. These are hold 15s on pullbacks, and then I think it'll break through the 37.20.
Look at Uber, guys. Wow. Look at Uber. Huge push. Nice. Hey, congrats. 540. Nice work, man. look at that pullback on Nvidia.
Want to see the SPY continue down here, put a leg down towards 290s. That should squeeze the VIX up a little bit more. You could take that good profit through the 25s and 30s. Just 22s. VWAP, holding VWAP now, guys. Should break out. Rejection there. Didn't like that rejection. Needs to hold VWAP now. Breaks is 14. We gotta get out. Scooped it. So now we can hold to it. There you go, looking good here.
Sorry, I had to stop the music, guys. I'm gonna have to open up another window like I've been doing. It's just easier this way. Let me see what. There we go.
Alright, right here is going to be very vital, guys. If it pops down to the VWAP, I'll probably just get out. If it breaks out here, we'll get a nice gain. There you go. Now up there to the 25s. Alright guys, taking 100 off there. Looking for it to break 30s and then gonna take another 100 off. There's a little spike in the 30s. There you go.
Hey, good trade, bro.
Yeah, at least I've been really working on adding, and I think I finally had a good trade where I added correctly. That's hard to do, guys. It's definitely something that takes kind of your focus.
Certainly.
All right, guys, just took some off there at 39. Paid myself. Now let this work. Let it get to the 50 if it can. If not, just cut it.
Hey guys, we got over. Here, go ahead.
Go ahead. What's helping is the SPY.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I was just gonna say we got over 400 people in here, guys. Hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't already. Click the bell if you want a notification every time we go live, which is every single weekday morning right here on YouTube for free. And so if you appreciate what we do here, hit that like and subscribe button. We got 66 likes. Let's try to bring that number up to over 100 if we can, team.
All right, guys. Saw the SPY going back, and I'm gonna take the momentum. I'll take the trade there. Not a bad trade. $56 there. Not bad at all to start it off.
Yeah, good work, bro.
I saw the SPY reverse there really fast, and I said it's not worth it to me to keep those shares. Just take the profit, take the cushion, and let's trade. You know, stock that I tried to get yesterday is still doing really well. FLIR now up there to 43. A stock that's slumping today near the highs is JD. All right, let's start going through some of these sectors. I'll let you know if I see anything that's really popping up, guys.
Hey, I appreciate the sub. Benjamin, Jimmy, Christian, Rodney. Thank you guys for the sub. Appreciate it. Appreciate the love, guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button. We do this live for free every single weekday right here on YouTube. Market squeezing up, breaking highs here.
Top movers for me would be EMPH with a 4% move so far, MU with a 2% move up, CVM 3% down, MaxR 3% down.
Hey, appreciate it, V. Thank you, man. Welcome. Appreciate the subs, guys.
Hey man, just want to put this out there. The shippers are starting to get crazy today. That's just because of the oil. Trying to see if this one's tradable for me. Nat isn't, but Nat looks really good. NATE. We can try to find some couple more.
Yeah, I got a little bit on the VWAP bounce on MU, but I'm kind of going back and forth here. Trying to get in my rhythm. Market's sideways again, so we gotta figure out how we're gonna approach it and which direction we want to approach it. But the nice little VWAP bounce there on MU, perfect little VWAP bounce. We're gonna wait to see what else we can find. AMD, maybe if it breaks lows under that 5680 level, I might get interested in it.
Shippers on the move.
Green streak was over last week, Martin. Nat, I got you, Jonathan. Nat, I mean, until it breaks highs or lows, I don't like it. It's just too rangy.
Trying to find a ship where I can trade. They're really low float stocks, low traded stocks.
Trading a little bit of INO right now. Catching this beautiful little fake out fade move down. But as you guys can see, I'm pretty close to break even on the day. I'm gonna get out there less than $20. Might look to short into Uber here. Specifically under 95 right here. I'm gonna look for Uber to break down, start testing lows.
Liking these shippers, but I can't really find one to trade that's worth it. So
I just shorted Uber. I'm gonna look for it to break down and come down to the lows here. We'll see if we get it or not though. But
airlines bouncing off the bottoms, guys. Just to let you guys know.
Just took half off of my Uber trade there at the lows. Let's see if we can break the lows. Exactly what I said might happen. We'll see if we can get a further breakdown here where I can take a little bit more off. I'm just holding 100 shares, about break even on the day now. I could also consider adding up to this 96 level or so. It just depends on if we get a nice little break at the lows, what happens here. I'm gonna add another 100, get in with 200, and then just use the 31 level as my risk. Keep it very small. Nvidia fade doesn't look terrible either. Ideally, we'd like to see this one come back down to 3080 so we can get a low at the day break for Uber, but we might not, and that's okay if we don't. I don't like that move. I'm out. Might get a rejection at the whole dollar there, but it's alright.
Alright, trying to get short in HLT, which is Hilton, but I need it to pop up above VWAP here, and then I'll get short on it. Guys, the retail is up, guys. Retail's up about 7%. So some of the major leaders in there is Kohl's and Macy's.
Not what it kicked up, and I've gone to the real life one.
Cool, buddy.
I went to the real life one.
Wow. That's amazing, buddy. Sorry, guys. I'm shorting a little bit of NVIDIA here. I'm gonna let it test these lows, see if we can break under 300. There we go. That's the breakdown I wanted. I'm gonna get out there. I see it kind of battling too much, but that got me green on the day. We'll see what else we can find. Slowly kind of finding my way back. AMD's getting closer to the lows here. Lows at 56.78. INO is testing that previous closing price right now. I'll be right back though, guys. I'm gonna go to the restroom. Alright, I'm back. AMD just broke under that level, man. Just broke under the level, unfortunately. Market breaking lows too.
A big, huge VWAP bounce, man. After I got out, it like VWAP bounced massively.
I'm in AMD. I caught that bounce back to the low, and now I'm kind of shorting into it with 100 shares here. Gonna get out the rest right there.
Stock's crashing.
You know, I'm still holding 100 actually. I'm about 30 on the day, kind of grinding my way up here. I'm not actually trading Uber, I'm trading AMD here, and this low right here is interesting to me now. I don't mind necessarily adding into this low up to 77 and kind of using it as a risk level simultaneously. We'll see. Or I could get out the rest break even, which I might be leaning more towards just to keep my profit.
Just hesitated a little bit here in car. Wanted a short car, but just flipped on me. Should get a bounce up here.
I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do with AMD. We just got to bounce right up to that previous closing price. I could short into it like this with 200 shares. Now I'm in with 300 shares, and then try to take 200 quick, and then keep a pretty tight risk up there over that high right here. So kept it break even. We just broke the high up there, and you know, I had already done it once. I probably got a little greedy there, which is okay. Once we break this high right here at 80, that's when we get this big squeeze like we're getting now. And it may fake me out. That's alright. It's just too much risk to hold there. INO bouncing back a little bit. If INO tests this level here at 67s, I might short into it, into this previous closing price right here, which is a big level actually. And so I'm going to maybe start getting in a little bit early right now with like 50 shares. And then if I can catch it, write it down some. I basically missed it. We'll see. I'm in with 50 shares. Get your chair. It's right there. Come on.
I gotta school today. I wanted to show you something real quick.
Here.
Seeing AMRN getting smacked here, trying to get in, if I can get a good bounce here. Bounce towards 8, I would definitely get in here. Should have maybe stuck with my VIX play. VIX is doing really well today. I'll look for that one to pull back on the 15-minute. Might not get that move up that I need to get in here.
So Kira was asking me about something. So we did get a nice little breakdown here in INO. I don't think I took big enough sizing with it, but we'll see if we get a breakdown.
Yeah, good move here in AMRN. Looks weak.
I just jumped in with another 100 shares of INO. I'm just testing these lows. If it breaks 1350, I'm getting out. And because I have that really easy risk level, I don't mind scaling into a little bit and just keeping my risk there to protect my trade. We'll see. I'm in 150 now. We're going to look for a low of the day breakdown here. Down to here maybe if you can. See if we can pull down there and break lows.
Banks leading us down, guys. Banks leading us down. Whole bunch of the banks turned around, and that was the leading sector today.
No, Carol and Kanye are different. What's up, hero? Alright, there we go. There's the nice little breakdown. I'm going to take half off there because we might get a bounce at 1330. And then I'm going to hold this little 75 shares for the further breakdown under this level here if we get it.
Looking for JPM to come up one more time, and I'll get short on JPM.
Just get out there for INO, keep it pretty break even. We never got the break. We're getting chopped right now.
Seeing that last push up that I want to see in JPM. Might start shorting into the banks here.
Alright, market pulling back. We're getting some pullbacks to the VWAP and like AMD, Nvidia, NAT.
Alright guys, it just touched. Went to go grab my cat right quick and it just touched my number. 79 is where I wanted to get in. Just flipped there. Let me see if I can get it back up there.
Yeah, I got out of NIO. You know, sorry. Yeah, I jumped out quick. I'm out already. I'm up 7. This is what I'm up right now.
So what's going on, Chad? How we doing? I closed the chat. Gotta reopen it.
You know, testing these lows at 1330.
All right, traders, if you guys are watching and enjoying the day, definitely hit the like button. Let's go ahead and continue trading. Hope you guys are already making some profit. Power to you guys.
We're testing the lows of you know, we're at 1330. I'm in with 300 shares. We might get a bounce a small percentage of the time here, but I'm going to take half off there already, actually. Still holding 100 shares on the breakdown. Caught the breakdown. I'm just trying to scalp this low break here, really. And I'm going to get out the rest here. Caught the breakdown, up $27 in the day. Appreciate the sub, guys. They caught it. I didn't want to marry that move at all. I was worried we were going to get a bounce back there, but I saw the weakness start to come in. And ideally this one, or really this one just, this trade is based off of the previous closing price being right above me. And that being a pretty big level that is very hard to cross once it crosses back under, and we're maintaining a trend. And so with that, I just wanted to scalp into that move.
MGM, I'll keep an eye on those stocks. I like LVS in that sector too. They're definitely dropping a significant amount today. Just keep an eye on those. All right, guys, looking for a reversal trade here off the 98s for JPM. Wanted to get above this resistance line and then hold there as it gets to 98. That's where I could take it. And off the 1 hour rejection there off that 98.
Hey, appreciate it, guys. Welcome to the team.
Man, one really getting hit today, JD. JD just getting drilled down there.
I'll put this up. I'm in with 300 shares of Uber. Just trying to catch the breakdown under here down to like 40. Trying to keep it very light. We'll see. Not in love with this setup, but we can take a little position and see what happens. We're looking for this 40 level here.
Rejections there. And JPM there. Started thinking about putting a position in here, but I really wanted it to try to that 98.
'48s, '47s. I'm gonna take half off there, or a little bit more than half, and then hold this 100 to see if we get a breakdown to this 40 level here. Probably get out if it breaks 30.50.
The 70s holding really well there in JPM. I would like a try to break out from JPM and a fade off the SPY.
I just got out the rest on Uber. We'll see what other trades we can find today. I'm not trading with the SPY as much today, but we're still finding some setups here. Hey, remember guys, hit that like button if you haven't already. Looking at Nvidia, it looks to set up for a fade, but
Big rejection there in JPM. City rejecting there off the VWAP. Looks like we might get this down move.
I missed the fade on Nvidia. I was watching it, but we'll see.
push up in JPM. This keeps rejecting these 80s levels. There's a reason I haven't shorted here is that I think it's gonna pop to 98 and then come back, but I have to be patient here.
Oh, sorry guys, I realized I was just muted. Yeah, so sorry, I nailed that Nvidia trade. Yeah, I've been on mute, sorry guys. But yeah, I nailed that Nvidia trade. Up $50 from that one. Currently up about 80 bucks on the day. Not a bad day. We'll see what else we can find though.
Alright guys, I just took a little starter there just because it kept rejecting. I needed to get a starter. If I'm timed in too early, I can always get out. Alright, I like that rejection there. It's looking a lot better for us now. We're in here at 68, near the top here. So really shouldn't get it over this high here. Shouldn't see it over 88s. SPY heading down there. Looking good here.
Sorry, Mitch. I just caught a really nice trade on AMD. 500 shares at this previous closing price break. I just took half off. I'm going to take the rest off here as well. Up 164. Beautiful breakdown on that previous low break. So yeah, 161 up on the day. I'll take that. Sorry, here you go, Mitch. I'll pitch it back up. Just a big trade real quick. I didn't expect it to break down that much, and we caught it perfectly for the low of the day crack on AMD. But yeah, I'm fully out now. Kind of surprised me how fast that one was dropping. I went from it being up 15 bucks to being up like 80 in a big drop fast. So
Alright guys, that's a good rejection there guys. We're starting to head down there, looking great here. We'll be looking for ads up there at 97.50s and above 50s. Spot heading down there, looking good for us. Let's see if we can start adding into this in the 50s or in the 60s.
Uber broke under that low on that previous closing price. The market's heading very, very close to a low of the day break here. What's up, Relentless? What's up, man?
Can only get about 50 shares more guys with my buying power, so it needs to be above this level here, 60s, so that it could be as closest to my entry as possible, which is 68s there. SPY cracks the low right here and holds this, I might add.
Nvidia, there's 3 stocks right now, guys, that are breaking below the previous closing price. Uber, Nvidia, and AMD. And so they're effectively going from red to green on the day with
Alright,
those
guys,
breaks.
I'm starting to see a lot of these indexes heading down towards the supports. So if you're seeing things breaking down, that's a big thing. Major indexes heading down. The worst one right now that actually is in the red is healthcare and technology. They're both in the red, guys. Healthcare and technology pushing us down there. One that looks interesting for a short is MBOT, but it's really tight. Really tight. I just think if it cracks that $8 support, it has a daily gap down towards 725.
Yeah, I'm going to scale into Uber here, guys. I'm in with 50 shares. As it moves closer and closer to the previous closing price, I'm going to start adding more to it. I'm going to get in with 100 shares now. And my plan here with Uber is as it bounces back to the previous closing price, maybe to scale in some and then plan on it getting rejected below the $30 level. If we get that, we should get a really nice breakdown that I can take profits from really quick on Uber specifically. And so that's what I'm doing now. I'm in with 100 shares. Don't mind adding another 100 if we get a move up to like 95 and then just risking off at 30, the whole dollar.
I'm trying to get a bounce up here in the 40s, close to 50s to add another 50 shares. One getting driven down that usually has a tendency to lead with the market is Square.
Alright, so I just added another 100 shares into Uber, in with 200 now, and we're just gonna keep that 10-cent whole dollar of 30 level as our risk here.
Tech really leading us down there, guys. How's the MU? Is it still up? There's the MBOT breaking the $8 support.
It broke under the VWAP a while back.
We'll look for that with it's doing a lot of VWAP rejects here.
Right, for sure.
Look for the big companies to start cracking, like Disney, Apple. I'm seeing Facebook crack there. Apple already cracked. Let me see another big company. Yeah, I got 5 cents before I get out of this one, team.
pretty close. Like, I'll use the whole dollar, and I might let it test a little bit, but I'm going to try to keep this one under $30 in losses. Up a lot on the day, and, you know, don't want to give too much of it back if it goes against me.
I want to see the SPY hold these 288s here. 288's important for it to hold right now. There you go. Pressure down there. Really watching the SPY to see if it's going to hold these 288, 87s, which is pretty much 289s. That's really what I'm watching. If it could hold underneath 289s, I think the banks will continue down here. Definitely getting pressured here. Let's see if the SPY turns that 5-minute green candle into a red candle.
I got squeezed out there. Ended up getting out. Still up 130 on the day, but the squeeze over the whole $1.30 was too much. Maybe I should have given myself a little bit tighter or a little bit larger risk, because the previous closing price is at 30.09, and I think we might get a rejection there, especially if the SPY rejects at the whole dollar of 289. So still up decent on the day, and didn't give too much back there.
I think we might start making our way back here. You gotta watch out. Really want to take some profit into this. SPY still holding there. Let's see if we can crack these 97s here. Alright, the SPY just put in a high on a 1 minute at 289. And that was the level I was watching for, guys. Let's see if it can get it back above that level or really break that level. That's going to determine if I get out of this trade or let it keep going and working down. Okay, now we turned it to a red candle on the 5 minute. Let's see if we can break the low of the day.
I'm scalping into AMD here. I just made a little, I don't know, $20 gain. I'm up 143 on the day now.
Holding the lows there. Gotta be careful here. It's coming back here. Just gonna be the last pressure I'm gonna let it go down to. If it doesn't break down here, I'll probably just take the profit.
Yeah, Hero, it's because we're in the middle of trades, man. You know?
Killer.
Yeah. He's like, nobody's talking to me. It's like, dude, we're trading, man. Of course we're not talking to you. We're not talking to anybody, honestly. Chat's going crazy. I'm looking at it, but we don't have time to talk, you know?
Yeah, no, not with this momentum. Especially, you know, John's trading really scalp moves, so he can't pay attention at all.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's been a few times where I try to transfer the screen over to show people my scalp, and then by the time I look back, it just squeezes against me. So it's like I've been trying to get a good balance of focusing enough, but also letting people see it.
All right, guys, this is the last attempt to break the 94s here. I'm going to put a stop at 97.25s. Why? Because I think that's the level where if it comes back, it's going to break. So now I'm going to make sure I at least get profits, but give myself the potential to let it break down to 97. Really? What's happening to me is the SPY. SPY keeps holding that 288, not breaking down from that 289. Not breaking down there. Catch up with the chat a little bit. What happened with tech? Can you repeat the news that came out? It's not really news. I'm just looking at the indexes overall, and the only two that are in the red is technology and healthcare.
1 second, guys. My wife has it freezing here, man. I'm gonna go turn the AC down. It's too cold here. I'll be right back.
I had to do the same thing, John. It's kind of funny. I had to do the same thing. I was freezing here, literally shivering. And I'm like, yeah, let me go turn this down. All right, guys, we broke through that 97s there, guys. SPY heading down there. Let's see if we can break the low of the days. The low of the day right now is 288.53. We want to see a break to do that and hold that level. Now we're down in the 90s, guys. Looking great here. As it comes towards this low, we're going to go ahead and take some off here, guys. We want to see the SPY keep holding here. SPY lead us down. All right, guys, getting towards those levels of taking profit here. All right, guys, about to take some off here.
Yeah, SPY breaking lows.
All right, guys, just 30 off, 30 off, just to pay ourselves at the low of the day. Always pay yourself.
Yeah, I'm in with 200 shares of AMD here, seeing if it's gonna ride down the momentum drop.
Biggest thing was I got $1 on those 30 shares. $1 on those 30 shares, guys. Where's the guy saying I'm trading too big of an account?
Yeah, man. Listen, every day it's something different. People complain. People complain about everything, man. They complain. If I'm trading too small, they'll be like, "You're trading too small." If I trade with bigger size, they'll say I'm taking too much risk. If my account's not profitable, they'll be like, "You're not even profitable." If it is profitable, they'll say, "Oh, you're not profitable by much." You know, like no matter what, people are just fickle and insecure, man. You know, it's something I've learned on YouTube. Is people are just fickle and insecure. You know. Like everybody says they want you to do well, they really don't, you know. I'm gonna get out here, $12 loss on AMD.
Yo, Rami, if you want to go somewhere else, go somewhere else.
Yeah, like I said, he's one of the guys that I was just talking about, you know.
I think he's been rammed too much.
Yeah. He's over there paying for courses, buying Lamborghinis, you know. Do your thing, bro.
I don't know about you guys. Trading's hard enough. I don't need to be paying to trade.
Yeah, 100%, you know.
That's really what it is, guys. Trading is hard enough. They really want to spend money to trade?
Yeah. Well, it's like, the reality is everything's publicly available, you know? So it's like, and plus there's enough chat rooms like this to be free. Like it is what it is. In the end, like a lot of the time, people just get weird, and you know, it is what it is.
Alright, guys. SPY bouncing back a little bit there. Gotta be careful with it. 289 level is going to do it for me, guys. Looking at the SPY and just watching that 289 level, if it gets above it, I'm going to get out of this JPM. If it can hold below that and just keep breaking lows, there's no point in kind of canceling the trade here.
Guys, do you want to make $1 billion? Do you want to get rich quick in the stock market? Do you want to buy orange Lamborghinis and pay thousands of dollars for 5-year-old DVDs? Buy my trading course, guaranteed to make you $7 billion. I'm all sarcastic. It's all sarcastic. Please don't sue me. I'm not selling the course. It's all sarcastic. Please don't sue me. But yeah, that's what we get. But like I said, I find the dynamic between penny stock gurus and people that have spent thousands of dollars on their nonsense, right? The people that have spent thousands of dollars, they have buyer's bias. They desperately need to justify that expense. And so what happens is, like, when they see somebody like us that just gives everything away for free and doesn't charge for anything, that makes them feel threatened. And so even though they don't work for their guru, even though they don't get paid from their guru, instead they've dumped thousands of dollars into him, they have this impulse to just defend their honor, It's like, it's an interesting dynamic. Like I said, the best thing I can really relate it to is like pyramid schemes, right? You ever try to talk somebody out of pyramid scheme, a multi-level marketing scheme? Like, they do not want to hear it, man. And they're going to get mad at you for doing it, It is what it is.
All right, guys. I'll tell you what, guys. If you guys want to go ahead and get these likes up towards that 150 area, I'll go ahead and I'll, as long as this can hold underneath 97, I don't mind getting that in here. Hit the like. You guys will see me add.
That's right. What happened to my up in 5 minutes chart, man? Look at this thing, man. You're slacking down here, chart. What's the problem?
Whoa. I'm actually impressed. YouTube treating us like royalty today.
How? In what way?
Quality up to 1080p.
Yeah, bro.
There's not many channels that are having that right now, I can tell you.
They know what's up.
I was watching a show earlier today. Could only get it in 720. Alright, guys, those likes jumping on up. SPY still holding those 289s, not trying to break above it. Let's see if it can break the lows. Uh-oh. We might even miss our spot to add. Get it up there, guys.
Oh, dang, dude. Look, Killer's got the dab emoji, man. How'd you do that, bro? How'd you do that, man? I want the dab emoji. I've got my own emoji, though. Beat this, Killer. Look at this.
Yeah, yo, there's a dab one. Just go to the emojis. I like that one. It's a really a sneeze, but I like it. Dab.
No, it's a dab. I'm gonna name it a dab. That's what it looks like, right? Dabbing on fools, right?
That's what it looks like to me.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Next stop is this low over here, guys, which is the 926 area. I think that would be the ultimate low for us, the ultimate profit take. I don't mind adding here if we can get up towards that level, but we really wanted to add in the 70s and 80s so that we could hold off 97. Starting to push down there though. We're up over $50 on 50 shares, guys. So a lot of times I hear traders say that you need to trade with 1,000 shares or 500 shares to make money, and that's not true. Not true at all. It all depends on the range and kind of the reward, risk to reward that you're looking for.
Right, 100%. Market breaking
guys,
lows.
heading down there. Next stop, the 26s. That's where I'm going to take profit, guys. Through these 30s. All right, guys, about to take some profit. took it there at 33s, guys. Could have waited to 26 or 96, but in here it's all about not being greedy. $55 on 50 shares. I'll take that any day of the week. I wanted to add up there in the 70s, but it gave us a little bit more money, probably another 30 or 40 bucks, but we couldn't get the entry in time. So instead of being greedy, let's take it down all the way towards the low and then satisfy the trade there. All right, guys, that's a good trade right there, guys. 2 good trades today, guys. I might push it for a third, but I'm going to definitely be careful with it now, because what happens is that I had really great entries earlier. Those were about 15 or 30 minutes ago. A lot of the times you're going to find stocks now extended. You have to be careful with your entry.
Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what to do with this NVIDIA trade. I'm in with 25 shares. I'm trying to see what I want to do with the rest here. I think I'm going to let it work under that 296 level if we can, and then hopefully get a much larger win, if that makes sense. So we need the breakdown, though. We need 296 resistance to hold.
Yeah, SPY breaking down there. The VIX is probably so up, man. Yeah, look at that. I would have kept my shares of the VIX. It's up about almost $2 from our level now, guys. VIX really shooting up there today.
There we go. Let's get this breakdown to the lows. I want 295s here. Come on, NVIDIA. There we go.
Oil cracking there, guys. Gush starting to crack there. I was waiting to see when oil was really going to start breaking down, and at least from this ETF Gush, it started to do it. I would look for bounce backs in the 3290 area. 3290s, 33. I wouldn't mind taking a short. Stock's getting drilled there, heading down there.
Yeah, I just got out of the last little bit, up 144 in the day. Maybe I could have let it test. I wanted 295s, but maybe I got a little antsy with it. It's alright.
Starting to see reversal potential here in JD. JD starting to find a bottom there. SPY cracking there.
Maybe I would have got 295s on NVIDIA too. It's alright.
Alright, guys, for longer term, we'll be looking for JPM to come back to 97. I could re-short there.
While we do have a second though, guys, if anybody wants to use the same platform as us, I'll post this link. It's, in my opinion, the cheapest way to actively day trade if you're a new trader. Like, people hate on TradeNet, like they get mad at them for a number of different reasons, but like the reality is, what are your other options as a new trader? Like, seriously, what are your other options? You know, there's no other cheaper option that'll get you started. Like, I don't think there's anywhere else in the trading world where you can take $3.99 and get to actively day trade with a decent sized account with no PDT rule and a shorting ability. I don't think there's anywhere else. It also comes with the course demo account, access to their chat room once you're approved, and it operates like a prop firm. And so technically it's actually an educational package, and so you do want to understand that about it. It comes with the course, a demo account, access to their chat room, and then you basically become a contractor for them, and they allow you to day trade their accounts, right? And the base package for $3.99, once you're approved, comes with $14,000 to trade with. Again, there's no PDT rule, but there's a 70-30 profit split, and so if you make $1,000 net, they're going to take 30% of that, I think, which is $300 out of 1,000, and you're going to keep the other $700, and then there's a $700 max loss. But again, you're only spending $3.99 for it, and so it's objectively cheap in my opinion. Also, you know, I think most of the time new traders end up losing a ton of money in the beginning, and so I think if you force a new trader to save up thousands of dollars, like 25 grand for the PDT rule, you're just going to ensure that a new trader loses way more than they need to when they first get started. And so I think in that regard, it's a ridiculous rule. And this is one of the ways that you can kind of actively day trade and get your feet wet in the market. And again, I think it makes a lot of sense. It's the same platform that Mitch and I are using. And so if you want to check them out, you can use our link to get it at a discount. Great way to support our channel. We are obviously biased in their favor because we post referral links for them. But in the end, like I said, I think it's objectively cheap and a cheap way to get started.
Alright guys, the one that's going to be on my radar right now is JD for reversal back up, but I got to see the SPY get a good bounce. Seeing the real estate start coming down there. I was looking to see if I could find a real estate stock to trade there that was moving well, but really nothing that I want to trade right now. The banks that are still up is the regionals, but I don't really like to trade any of those. Let's see Polaris. A lot of stocks heading down there today. Nvidia with some good fades.
The SPY is actually getting pretty close to that previous closing price. So like this is the previous closing price on the SPY team, and then look where we're at now. It's at 287. We're at 287.45, so we're 40 cents away from that previous closing price, and this might act like a big support level here as well. So we'll see. It's an interesting dynamic. Yeah, man, I'm up 140 something, $44.
Yeah, I'm up about $111.
Nice.
Not bad day. Best part is 50 shares both positions, so less than $4 commission.
All right, that's solid.
That's how you want to keep it with a small account. You can't be taking thousands and thousands of shares and then just blowing it up by commissions, guys.
I just scalped Uber for a little $30, up 168 now. Actually, you can see it here. Not too bad. Yesterday was like a $600 day, so it counts up to about 3,300 in profit or so.
All right, guys, if you guys want to go ahead and check out the platform that John and I use on these streams, definitely go ahead and check out TradeNet. That's what you see John and I using every single day. This is a high quality platform and packages that really give you a funded account program. I can't stress this enough, guys. Too many people are trying to trade outside of the PDT rule, and if you really want to become a day trader, that's really what you got to do. So you want to find something that gives you some advantages and some strengths. Some of the strengths of TradeNet are that no PDT, the cheap commissions, an ability to short stocks. You don't need to be borrowing locates or anything like that, and you get access to a chat room. I can't stress this enough for the beginner trader that's trying to go ahead and get their skills up. If you're going to go ahead and you found a strategy, you've maybe paper trade it a little bit, and you really want to go see how you can do in this live environment. And one of the biggest things is we recommend staying small at first, but you have to trade live, because trading live really gives you that emotional control. And once you really get that emotional control is really when you're going to see that next level in your trading. Anybody can have a strategy, but really it's all about emotional control. The best way to do that is to stick to small accounts at first. Get something that gives you some strengths, like a chat room, a trading course, cheap commissions. You don't have to be worrying about when you're going to be shorting stocks on TradeNet. And I think that all really makes sense risk and reward wise. So definitely check it out, guys. I'll put the link up here, or John will put it up, and you guys can check it out. Guys, I'm gonna go walk the puppy right quick. I'll be right back.
Also, guys, like I said, you can use Trade Ideas and use our promo code BT15 and get 15% off of Trade Ideas scanners. In my opinion, they're the best scanners in trading by far. Super customizable and really allow you to do a lot of cool stuff with trading. So you can build scans around different strategies. You can attack the market in a really effective way with these scanners. And in my opinion, I think they make a lot of sense for new traders, or for traders that at least know what they're doing in the market. If you know what you're doing in the market and you know how to kind of get the money and good and kind of protect yourself in the market, and you want to catch what's really moving, you can use these scanners. I'm in NVIDIA, guys. I'm trying to sorry, I wanted to finish the plug, but it doesn't look like I'm going to be able to. This is what I'm up right now, taking half off, and with 100 shares. And something you'll see me do lately is, as I build up profit, I'll start to take bigger swings. We'll see if we get the breakdown under 294 now, and then we can decide what we're going to do with the rest of this here. Ideally, I'd like to get out at 294. But yeah, legit scanners, super customizable, and I'll post that, or that link is posted in the chat if you want to check out the scanners we're using. Sorry, like I said, my profit target here is 294. Just to show you NVIDIA. I think this is close enough to 294. There we go. That's about right. So $275 a day from NVIDIA there, 100 shares. Nice little breakdown. Made about $1 per share from it. I'll definitely take that. Very cheap commissions on that trade as well. Market broke under the previous closing price, and so that's why I didn't mind taking a little bit larger size there. I can dab on everybody with my trade. Yeah, SPY definitely helped me out on that one. But yeah, you can see I documented this line, used it as a very tight risk to where I didn't have to risk much once this breakdown happened, and then I could just risk off of this level right here, the whole $1, and then catch the breakdown and write it down about $1 per share. Isaac's team. Yeah, I'm happy with it. It's a good day, you know. Good days happen. Maybe I should have held a little bit, but I'm scalping these moves mostly. Now that I'm up a ton, you're gonna see me scale down some now. I know nobody wants to see that, but that's what I gotta do, I think. Ah, there's the breakdown, man. I could have gotten another few dollars a share there. Look at that. That's alright. I'm looking at INO, see if we get a lower the day break. I was almost shorting into Uber as well, just because Uber broke back under that previous closing price. But the VWAP's helping us maintain some really nice trends. I'm gonna wait. 200 shares. I would have to risk $60. I don't know if I want to give up that much of my wins today. And remember, guys, hit that subscribe button. We're getting pretty close to 21,000 subscribers. Let's see where we're at now. Oh, also guys, if you want to help support our free content, you know, we're just a free resource and community. Buy some merchandise from us, guys. We got some merch here. You know, you can either check your description and just scroll down and see the merch we have, or you could go to our merch shop where we have the dopest of dope hoodies ever. You can see I actually ordered myself this one and I'm still waiting for them to ship it, but Tiny said they shipped hers already. Maybe they're just slacking with mine, but we got a lot of cool stuff. We got this hoodie, which is one of my favorites. We got, if you have a Samsung phone, we have a phone case. I got to get myself this phone case. I have to. We got some hoodies. We got mugs. We got a lot of cool stuff. And so if you want to buy some merch from us to help support our free content, I'll post this link here and you can check it out. Yeah, well, hindsight's 2020, DM, you know. Hindsight's 2020, man. So, like, yeah, I could look back and say I could have done this and that and this other thing, and I could have done this and I could have held for long. But when you're right in the moment of it, I mean, it's a lot easier to look back in hindsight and be like, yeah, I should have done this or that. The key thing, I'm very happy with my day, you know. Market's still breaking lows here. Not bad, not too shabby. Only merch I want is the beard or Lulu pants. Hey, shout out to Isaac for the $2 donation. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it. Thanks, dude. Hey, well, the beard is still here, bro. You know, just to let you guys know what this is. I'm not superstitious whatsoever. I'm really not. But my beard is the only reason I'm winning. I haven't shaved my beard in a month, and I'm winning every day. You know, and it's definitely my beard's fault. That's the only thing it could be. Last time I shaved my beard, I had to lose. I trimmed my beard up last week, lost immediately. You know, before that, I let it grow out without shaving it, and for a 3-week green streak. And so what Isaac is saying is that it's certainly my beard's fault that I'm winning. It's like Samson, and I'm not superstitious at all. But it's certainly my beard, 100%. No other option. It's got to be the beard, right? The good ones are, the bigger one are. The bigger one is, there's like two different ones. One of them's like organic, which I think is thicker. Right, but I mean, here at Beginner Trading, we short as well, so red candlesticks are actually sometimes better than blue. I've been making most of my money shorting today. I don't think I've gone long once, and so with that, I mean, I short here. So I think having a red candlestick at the end doesn't matter, you know. Alright guys, I'm probably going to close it down. I think I'm done.
Alright guys, back.
What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Starting to see this bottoming in JD. Looks really good. Yeah, triple bottom there. See if I can get 80s or 90s here. I already broke out from that level. I'll see if it pulls back here.
What's up, Riley? You back, huh? I see you, Relentless. Thank you, man.
Alright, catching up in the chat. So what's up? I wish, Icon. I wish. Alright guys. Looks like I'm starting to see some balancing in here.
The money flow indicator? Nah, I don't know. I just stick with what works for me. It's nothing against any other indicator. I just stick with what works for me.
Also, most indicators are lagging, so it really wouldn't help John out. You know, his speed, the speed in his trade is not to let me look at an indicator and go based off of that. I think a lot of the times indicators work better for traders that trade ranges.
Hey, appreciate the $5 donation, Relentless. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Shout out to Relentless for the $5 donation, man. Appreciate that, bro. Thank you, man.
Yeah, Now we have another index that touched red for a second, which was the consumer cyclical. And that had department stores, construction, apparel stores, gambling, resorts like LVS and stuff like that.
Alright, the market's pulling back to 287. I think that's the big level here. That's the previous closing price is 287 in the market. So it's pulling back to it now. It's about 35 cents away from it. That's going to be an interesting level to see if we get rejected there or what happens, because I think that's the level we really got to watch here.
Interesting one is LVS here. Big seller I see. Oh, well, he's way up there. So.
But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to end it. I'm not really feeling that hot, to be honest. I've been having kind of stomach issues, so probably going to go ahead and close it down. $275 up on the day. Not too shabby. I'll take that. Almost $300 day. We'll see what else we get today, but I don't think I'm going to trade anymore. With that said, though, I'll post this link if anybody wants to check it out. Use the same platform as us. There's the link for it. But yeah, there's the link if you want to check it out. A lot of benefits for new traders using them. Once you're approved, you get 14K to trade with. There's no PDT rule. The package itself is an educational package, and so it comes with a course, demo account, access to a chat room, and then once you're approved, they contract with you and allow you to trade their accounts like a prop firm. And there's a $700 max loss, but there's a 70-30 split. And so if you make $1,000 net, they keep 300, you keep 700 with the base package, and then it gets better with the higher up packages as well. And then you can get one withdrawal per month, and they just wire it to your account, from my experience. So if you want to check that out, there's the link. Really cheap way to get started, and it also gets you a discount. And so, also guys, go check out our website. We've got a lot of great free content on our website. You can check out our website here. At beginnertrading.net. Like I said, we got a lot of cool stuff on our site. We got strategy breakdowns. We've got free trading course. We show the strategies we use. We've got broker reviews. We've got long and short, where we kind of just break down different patterns and stuff like that. And so go check out our can't talk right now. Go check out our website. It's a really great resource for traders, and everything on it's free. So if you want to check it out, I'll post the link in the chat here. Good luck in the market, guys. We'll see you guys later. Like I said, $275 day. Not too shabby here. That's my P&L day, so not too bad. Here's the link if you want to check that stuff out, and I'll see you guys later.
Alright guys, take it easy.
Later, team. Have a good day, guys.